definitely not for kids. So all you crotch goblins, go away.
Well, now they know.
That should be effective, right?
Yeah, no, that works.
All right,
They
20
also
seconds in. That's right, you fuckers.
Yeah, I hate all
Well,
that.
we have to be careful on that because that's our one F-bomb for Twitch. So
Good job, Chester. You blew it in the beginning. Now I have to watch my language
Tucker's
for the
muted.
next 2 hours. That doesn't go well.
Yeah,
You
that's
only
not
get
going to
one
go well.
F-bomb per Twitch?
You get one F-bomb per like 15 minutes for Twitch.
Oh, good. I can do that.
I am the group's Ryan Reynolds. I'm setting a timer right now for 15 minutes. I'm just going to Tourette's it.
1:17 my time. I can swear again.
We could just not swear, and you could set your timer to actually say it. Like that could be your alarm every 15 minutes.
Hilarious. It'd be hilarious, but it would also require me to not swear at all, which would be a problem.
I am a sailor.
Anyways, when last we left you guys,
You get a separate timer for each swear word.
I think you can actually say like shit all you want.
Is it just F-bombs?
It's just F-bombs and obviously like 0 racial epithets or
Oh, well, obviously.
yeah.
What about frat? Feel like,
Like frack? No, frack.
Yeah.
I don't think they programmed in sci-fi swear words.
Probably not.
Cracking great.
Dork. Yay, Terry.
Hey Terry. Anyways, so when last we left you guys, last week we had some internet problems and some like timing issues. Hopefully those don't persist this week. But you guys did manage to free a amethyst dragon who promptly disintegrated the ceiling and flew off to do who knows what.
Get a snack.
Yeah, get a snack on feasting on the souls of the undead.
In the palindrome.
You managed to have what?
Oh, no, go on. Go on. I'll ask at the end.
Okay, you managed to have him eat Elfie McElf face, as Becca's character labeled the last prince of the Blood Elves.
Didn't get a chance to ask
and
them
then
a question.
and then the internet went to crap, and after you guys decided that you wanted to find some potions to free these now locked in time prisoners.
Yes.
And I believe we had come across a skeleton of an elf that was still writing in some sort of journal, but it was writing really slow.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. And actually, to those of you with a high enough passive perception, it's getting slower. Now, Tucker, what did you want to ask?
Right. So when it made a hole in the roof and flew off, what do we see? Because we actually walked through like a portal to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's on the outside?
Because it's like basically straight up, all you can see is skyline.
Okay.
Do you see the car in a cloud?
Yep.
Is it day?
You see a Nissan Skyline. Yes, it's day. There's actually quite a bit of light coming in from it, but the building itself is fairly tall, so it's not.
Is it the right color for?
You did not shift planes. It is the right color. It is, but there's no stars, so you can't really tell. I mean, it'd be hard to do any kind of like discerning where you are on the planet from that sky. But it looks very similar to the sky you left when you went into the portal. And from Daco, it's the exact same weather conditions because Daco just recently arrived in the area from when he stepped into the portal.
Could we kind of walk over to the elf skeleton and see what he's writing?
Sure. Do you speak Elven?
I do not. I'm going to turn to Brutus and actually ask Brutus, can you see what he's writing? I can't read that.
Sure. I'll go be nosy and read over his shoulder.
says day 10,758. No change.
think he's
You get you see now, like now that you're kind of over his shoulder, there's just piles and piles of paper. It looks like military logs. Like it's like 000 start of day 00400 no change.
Super engaging stuff.
You also, I mean,
that's-
give me an intelligence check too.
Oh my. Intelligence. Me? He's
I don't
right.
actually. Somewhere here. I'm guessing. Terry asked where the skeleton was to ping the map, and I'm guessing he's somewhere like right in here.
No,
I think he's this guy.
He's this
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It was actually me. I asked because I'm not in the right room.
Okay.
Quite open.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's what you got.
Yep, I'll share that. But maybe Daco can get something more because also speaks Elven, but probably a bit smarter.
Nope.
No, you're not. I thought you had at least more than a 1.
I'll tell you what, I'll help you out though.
There.
I'm gonna go ahead and click the word intelligence, which is a 0.
Zashi will go ahead and kind of like tap the skeleton
Okay,
on the
you're
shoulder.
Daco. You're not much with the numbers stuff, but you get a feeling that the like day 10,000, depending on how long you've been here, that's like this place has probably not been touched in 700 years. That's probably it. Actually, that seems like he's probably behind on his logs by quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's playing catch
He
up.
definitely has been keeping up on things.
Yeah.
It's like he slowed down somehow.
Uh-huh.
Are there blank logs?
Like blank pieces of paper?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like scroll. I should mention that along the wall, there's just like reams and reams of scrolls.
Okay, I just start taking blank scrolls.
Okay.
He doesn't need these.
Yeah. I'll
Is
take
there
a empty
As
log
you start
journal.
doing that, the skeleton's head kind of stop. Thief.
Hi, Mr. Elf person.
I'm gonna back away because I don't like that.
Do you know where the unstoning potions are? Some of the prisoners are going to be released. They are needed again.
How can I help you?
It's like the sloth in Zootopia.
Yeah, I'll have the wand out as well, but I'll say I need the unstoning potions. A couple of the prisoners are required again.
Do you have authorization?
Do you have a permit?
Yes. I will hold the warden's wand up.
I do not think you are the warden. How did you get that?
Malys
point, and I
actually
say,
comes over and shows
What
his
is
badge.
Zashi?
Malix comes over and like puts his badge right in front of the dude's face
Okay.
and
And
gives him time to read it slowly.
okay. And what is Whistler doing? Sorry.
He points at Zashi and says, "What is Zashi?"
In the dragon's voice.
Yeah. He looks at Zashi and like, I don't know what is Zashi. And then you're presenting the badge for the sheriff's badge there, Daco? Is that the badge? I'm sorry.
My sheriff's badge.
Okay. It was like he doesn't really have eyes, so he can't really. But you get the sense he's trying to squint. I do not recognize the authority you are providing. I need the authority of Prince Elendril.
You mean
Ah,
Elfie
shit.
McElfface?
I'm like, is that Elfie McElfface?
That does not sound like a legitimate name.
It was a nickname. He liked it. He's on a trip right now. Like, this is the interim authority.
Somebody make a persuasion check.
Not it.
Oh,
Someone else.
Yeah,
Oh,
I could do
okay.
that.
Or deception check, actually. You're trying to...
Ah, shit. I was like, wait, I actually have persuasion. I don't have deception.
Ah, I rolled
Ouch.
like
Fine,
shit.
I'll...
Yeah, I rolled like Jack too. I'm
Nah,
supposed to be good at that.
Are you sure? It
We're supposed to be good at that. Dang it!
I'm going to have to check with my superiors.
Yes, let's do that. Maybe they'll be more helpful.
But first, I need to catch up on paperwork.
That's
if
not
one
going to work for me.
What if one of us does the paperwork for you while you get your supervisors? Then you won't fall behind.
Only court scriveners are allowed to maintain the logs.
So at this point, Daco, which is probably going to appear super lightning fast to this slow-mo dude, is going to
Oh,
take
all
his
of you
badge.
guys seem super fast to
Yeah,
him.
he's going to take his badge and slam it down on top of the paperwork between him and that, and he's going to just kind of glare at him intimidatingly. Supervisors, now.
What?
There was some double clicking in there, but the first one was the natural 20.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got it. All right. He kind of sets his quill down, looks over at like this really old, it looks like it's rusted out wand, picks it up, points it at his throat. Marillel, please come to the log office. And then he waits there about 5 minutes, and then he's like, I got no response. I don't know where they are.
Do you know where their offices are located? We can fetch them ourselves.
I'm pretty sure
Just
that
to-
maybe we should catch him up on the fact that it's been like hundreds of years.
I don't think he's gonna get it. I have a feeling if he's been doing this for that long, he's just kind of...
Yeah. While he's doing this and while he's distracted talking, I'm going to mage hand his pin away from him.
Yeah, he doesn't react. I actually saw that. He doesn't react. However, he sets the wand down, looks down. Now I have to go find another quill. Slowly stands up. Starts just like walking, like he's moving about 5 feet every minute.
All really
You
slowly
actually are
sidestep.
hearing the like atrophy joints of him like pop and scrape together.
It pops and grinds.
Yeah.
I'm going to move his table and chair.
I am going to investigate his office and try to find the damn potions or some reference to them.
Can I offer him a piggyback ride to expedite this process? Like, can I offer, like, I'll get you there faster. I'm very fast.
That would be undignified.
Nonsense. If it wouldn't be really rude, I would just sweep him up like a princess.
Fireman carry.
Yeah, I'm like, that would be rude, though, and he would probably fall apart if you jostled him too much.
Becca, is that your investigation check to find
Yeah,
stuff?
I don't think I find anything. I'm rolling like a champ today.
Okay. Yeah, you find a bunch of logs, like a pile of logs. They're actually fairly neatly kept, though. Like they're all in sequential order. Pretty much every single one is just like.
If there is a blank one, I will take it.
There's, as I said, there's entire stacks of blank paper. You're in basically a log office. You're in the log
Yeah.
office.
Yeah, I can't read Elven, so I can't even like peruse them to try to find anything.
But you have friends that do.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
would
for
really
those of you that
appreciate your help.
speak Elven, there are
Yes.
blank. There are also, it looks like blank forms. There's requisition forms. There's prisoner transfer forms. There's a bunch.
Guys. Let's try using these instead.
And Terry.
Yeah, I was going to say, since Sheena's character said, or should say specifically, said about carrying him, I would pick him up and carry him in the direction that I saw him walk, and then leave him there before he leaves the room.
Okay. Easy enough. He does kind of like. As soon as you do that, though, he starts to be like, "Help! I'm being kidnapped. Help! Help!" But
I nod at him, like yes, and then I walk over and I help. I help Bill carry him.
okay, as soon as you guys get to, he's still screaming. As soon as you guys get to the golem area, you see the golem's eyes open up, look, but doesn't actually seem to move.
It doesn't care about him.
Mm-mm.
While they're doing that, I'll say to Sashi, maybe we should use some of these requisition forms or something instead to try and convince him to give us potions or directions to them.
Either that, or maybe some of these requisition forms or something references where they store the potions.
Yeah.
Also, while you guys are looking at the requisition forms, the other thing, because you have time while they're messing around, and he's not going to be annoying you. The most of this stuff is papers, requisitions forms. There is a cupboard that seems to be locked, though.
I will go ahead and use the wand, point at it, and click on and do the unlock.
Nothing seems to happen.
Dang it!
Let's try.
Useless wand.
There does seem to be a keyhole in the lock. However, it doesn't look. It looks unusual. It looks like it requires like something cylindrical with a hole in the center. And it looks like a very unusual key. I'll say it that way.
Maybe we could try to find the key. Cylindrical with a hole in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll start looking around to see if there's something like that in the office.
Give me an investigation check from everybody who's still doing that. And so for Bill and for Whistler, as you take this guy into this office, which is where he was going, he looks around and is like, "Where's the warden?"
Sashi's the warden now. I'm not there though.
What is Zashi?
You keep saying that. I do not know this word Zashi.
I am the law around here. You step out of line and my pack will devour you.
You're saying you're the new warden?
And then I will point to Sava's medallion that I'm wearing.
Okay. There must have been a coup. That's going to require more paperwork.
I want to know his name.
John.
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Yeah.
So investigation. You rolled a 9. Wow, you guys are great at this. Yeah. Don't find anything.
Daco's still just messing with this guy's desk. He's probably actually earthbended the ground under it, so it's a good 2 feet shorter. So that when he comes back, he's going to be very confused about the height of his desk.
Okay. Huh. Roll me a D100 there, Chester.
Uh-oh.
Please get the exact number for whatever this is.
Okay.
Well, the last time I had to do this, I did not.
Give me a perception check.
That I am better at.
Okay.
There you go.
We're killing it.
A lot of really good rolls going on today.
There were other doors down this hall, right? This was a hallway. This 2 line.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Right there's a there's 2 more doors. Right next to whose token is this?
That's Storm.
Yeah. Right next to Storm, there's actually 2 doors.
I want to go open one of those doors.
Left or right?
Left. Because I'm not being helpful with all this, and my investigation was a 5.
Okay,
I feel
you
like everybody
see
wandered into the hall.
a corpse, another corpse. This one looks avian. This looks like he probably starved to death at some point.
That's unfortunate.
It's more mummified than skeleton though. Like there's still fleshy bits attached, but dried out.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Do I roll to see if I notice anything else, or
Yeah, you can
hey
go ahead and
guys, I found a dead body. Nope.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I will come over and take a look at the mummified body.
Okay, you guys can give me a medicine check. Terry, did you have something?
Yeah, I just want to say pretty much if we go there and he's looking for someone specific, I'm just going to grab a quill, grab a scroll, it'll be anything I can find there, and then bring him back to the office so he can get on his paperwork.
Okay. Yeah, he wants to get he needs to basically fill out he's like I need to fill out a change of government paperwork, standard coup form 8742.
I kind of love the fact that they have a standard form for this.
Yeah.
I know, because that implies that the bureaucratic system maintains despite changes in government.
Actually, for Daco, you're anyone that knows the Elven Empire history, yeah, they had a lot of coups. And pretty much every time there was a coup, it was just like there's a lot of infighting between the royal families. So anytime there was a coup, like the bureaucracy just continued. No one really cared.
So it was less the entire system of government changes and more whoever's in charge at the moment changes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like, let's go from an oligarchy to the hosting.
They were usually the coups were usually like we're gonna go from like this system of government to this system to like the opposite system of government, but nothing ever actually changed because that was like getting the rabble to help out with the coup, and then there was like
well, we got what we
new
want.
king, same as the old king.
Okay. I got a 21 on medicine, and Zashi got a 15.
Yep.
Okay, definitely starved to death. But it looks like before that happened, somebody was experimenting on this creature. Like there's a lot of puncture wounds that you would associate with like needles.
Do they look like they were restrained at some point? Like, are they chained up?
Yeah. So yeah, Terry, as you bring him back, and I'll move him back over there. he directs you. He does when he gets to his desk and sets down. He's like, he starts like trying to adjust his chair and like, he says, "Did I get taller?"
We stretched a bit, lengthened.
And then he starts filling out a form, and he's like, "Who is the new ruler?"
That would be me, Zashi.
Whistler silently raising his hand to the corner.
This is my Whistler, my second in command.
This is my Whistler.
This is my
This is my
Whistler.
Whistler.
It is now a name.
And your name was Zashi? Okay. He spells that out in Elven and spells out Whistler for like air. What is your claimed form of governance?
I'm sorry, claimed form of government?
Standard ones are oligarchy, aristocracy, feudalism.
Republic. Or wait, would that be a thing here?
Yeah, republic would be it. Republic and other.
I'm gonna go with other.
Other.
Make it
Please
go along, system.
describe. Okay, does anyone have anything to do while they're filling out this fucking form?
I
I'm
want
mute.
to.
I actually show him a copy of the Murderers of Crows contract, the one that I've made myself in the journal.
Oh, he takes that and he's like, "Oh, okay, I got it." And then he actually starts copying that.
Excellent. Thank you, Whistler.
Since that guy's alive, I don't
And
know.
under other, he actually writes corporate meritocracy.
Excellent.
I want to step into the room and poke at this body, see if it's alive
Which body?
or if it reacts. The one with the needle marks.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't react at all.
Okay.
But make a Constitution saving throw as gas starts expelling from it.
Okay. Oops, that's not a number.
Okay. You start coughing up coughing a lot. You are now poisoned.
Okay. Well, shit.
You
if
feel a
I'm
little
already
nauseous.
poisoned, Can I real quick break the chains or whatever has him bound,
Sure.
and then just leave the room? I'll do that. I'll break him free, step out of the room coughing.
The chains are rusted, so it's super easy with your strength. It doesn't take any amount of time.
I'll warn
Clatters to the
everyone
ground.
like, don't go in there.
The body itself like kind of deflates because, as I said, it was kind of mummified.
Yeah.
So like it just kind of shrinks in on itself.
Okay. I'll tell everybody not to go in there and close the door.
Okay. You don't have any like. Sorry, I need to make sure you don't have any resist because the poisoned condition is what we use, but technically you're diseased, not poisoned.
Yeah, I don't think I have resistance to either.
Okay.
I was just checking that, but I don't believe I do. I'll double check.
Okay. Yeah. So, helpful tip: don't poke mummies.
I was trying to see if he was alive. In my defense, the rotting skeleton next door was alive. This guy has more tissue left. Yeah, and I don't see anything about minotaurs in particular being immune. So
Yeah.
I'm diseased.
Mm-hmm.
We know.
Rude.
Too much time in the brothels.
Zashi will go ahead and place her hand on Brutus's shoulder and use 5 points of lay on hands to cure your disease.
Yay! Thank you, Zashi.
Okay.
No.
No, you feel better. We'll say it that way. However, I need you to roll a D100.
I just want to free imprisoned sad people. Why are you?
Oh,
being-
actually, it's 86 is fine. You kind, but you do kind of hack up something, and like this weird like, as the disease thing takes over, this like weird, gross, writhing like slug comes shooting out of your mouth onto the ground.
Brutus, what have you been eating?
I walk
It's
up to
only
it.
like this big.
I walk up to it. I take out a little pair of tweezers off of my belt and a little glass vial and put it in there for examination later.
Okay. Yeah. It looks very similar to a small black leech, honestly. So
Oh, Shayna, are you okay?
sorry, Shayna.
It's okay. Of course it's me. But also, if I need to leave and throw up, just go on without me.
Okay. Okay, so now that we've got the paperwork done, can you tell me where the unstoning potions are?
He's like, oh yes, Your Majesty. By the way, it took him like 2 hours to get through this paperwork. Like, it wasn't quick at all. And but yes, he does a bow. He looks down at his desk, which has been shortened. You said about a foot, right?
Yep.
And he goes to reach for a hidden drawer at the bottom of his desk, and we might have to get. This might take me some time, Your Majesty.
Daco, could you give him a hand?
Can Daco hear this from over where he's wandered to looking at the statues again?
No.
Ah, dang it, where'd Daco go?
If this is taking like 2 hours and they say that, I'll go and get Daco.
Okay.
Hey, Daco. They need
What?
you over there. That desk
Well,
thing you did apparently fucked everything up.
Well, if it took 2 hours, I'm also doing arcane recovery.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone can take a short rest. Like it's just.
I'm just gonna sit in the corner and rock up and back.
Because I need hit points.
I'm over here in this corner, just kind of purging my mind. Why me? No one else.
You
cares.
poked the body. It's a good thing you rolled an 86. Like that thing was not like.
Yeah. Oh God.
I just want
See,
to be able to
what's-
give you a hug and comfort you, but I can't do that.
What's weird with my brain is if it had been like a flesh rotting disease or something like that, I wouldn't care. Like I start mutating and growing other limbs. Like body horror doesn't bug me, but internal growy things freak me out.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
only thing.
Daco comes over and asks what the problem is, and upon discovering what the problem is, will earthbend out a little space around that drawer, so just the drawer can come out. He's not fixing the desk. He's just making the drawer accessible.
Okay. The door comes up, and then the scrivener grabs a set of keys, all of which are like standard keys. One, however, is a long tube, but he starts going, no, no, no.
By the way, what is your name?
My name is Elias. No, I lost track. Have to start over.
You said only one
No.
of them looks like the thing, though, right?
Yeah, it's
Guys,
obvious
guys.
to everybody which one it is.
I make as he's moving I make the illusion using minor illusion. I make more keys.
Guys, why are you prolonging this?
Because they're having fun.
His fingers
Because it's an
got-
illusion, he actually starts because he's trying to flick them. He's like, my key ring is broken.
Someone just take all
Then
the
I put out my hand.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I was about to
And
break
I
it.
hand the keys to Zashi.
Thank you. I'll go unlock the
It's gonna be
cabinet.
ugly.
Okay, so as you unlock the cabinet, it's a black cube. Like, you can't see anything in there.
Brutus, come stick your arm in here and see what happens.
All right. where am I
Zaki
going?
will reach her hand in and thinking about unstoning potions, try to find unstoning potions in there.
As you reach your hand in, your hand grabs something small and cylindrical. As you pull it out, you get a little potion vial.
Okay. I will reach my other hand in and see if I can pull a second one out.
You reach your hand in, you pull a second one out.
That's convenient.
Keep
I'm going to hand one to Whistler and one to Brutus because they both had prisoners that they were very interested in.
Okay.
We could also just bleed this thing dry real quick. If we wanted to try that.
And then I'll reach my hand in a third time to see if there's anything else in
Okay,
there.
roll a d100 for me, please.
Okay.
I do.
Roads.
If you don't want to risk your arm, we could risk one of mine. Brutus would look cool with like, I don't know what we would give him.
You grab onto something cylindrical, but it does not feel like it's a potion vial.
What is it?
Pull your hand in, and it looks like a broom.
Wait.
It's a broom. I'm gonna try.
All right, go right ahead.
What are you thinking about?
Well, it's Brutus, so probably nothing. But if she told me to think about potions, I would think about.
Oh, so so Whistler, is you stick
I
your
do
hand
that
into.
when no one's looking, though. I try to.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Are you gonna put something in there? Like a jork.
He's
Can I roll a
That's so horrible. Yeah.
Okay. You get one.
Okay. Cool.
It's decent size.
What cylindrical, decent sized thing did he pull out of the
You
box?
guys have no idea. He just you didn't even see him stick his hand in. So what was Brutus thinking about?
The unstoning potions or just
Pizza.
nothing? 'Cause it's
Okay,
Brutus.
so roll a d100.
Okay.
You get a mummy hand.
Yeah. Next, Sashi's gonna think about diamonds when she sticks her hand in.
Really
Okay.
big time. Brutus is a simple man.
So 40. You grab onto. It looks. You pull your hand out. It just doesn't even feel cylindrical. It looks like some type of fairly nice like teapot, like probably worth quite a bit, honestly.
Oh, this is
But
cute.
like it looks really fragile in your hands.
Oh, bull in a china shop. Who's more delicate than me that wants to hold on to this? I have a feeling I would break it.
She's
Okay.
got a feeling.
If you're asking someone to hold it for you,
Tucker, yeah.
Sashi will hold it for you.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, like I said, I'll stick my hand in thinking about diamonds.
Roll a d100.
Okay. Teapot. $85.
You don't get a diamond, however, you feel this is tiny. This is super tiny. It feels amulet size. As you pull it out, it's shaped. It's actually very similar to the shape of the amulet that Whistler currently has. Doesn't have as much magic radiating from it, but this is a periaptive health.
Dang. Look at you getting all the good shit. Hey, it's been 15 minutes. I can say it.
And this is like a trunk.
No, it's like a cabinet.
It's like a cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Periaptive health. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will reach in my whole arms and just start trying to pull things out.
Okay, because there are some problems with that, so go ahead and give me 3 D100 checks real quick.
Sucked into the cabinet.
Just like a whole living person.
No, it sucks him in.
No. We just
Okay,
got-
so you don't get anything particularly valuable, but like Well, the 76 actually, you actually managed to pull out a full suit of like a full mithril breastplate with that 76.
Jesus.
But the 57, 47, you get 2 more teacups. It looks like it's the same part of this set.
I'll trade you the
Okay.
teapot for the vest.
Now I'm looking for more teacups. I want the whole set.
Okay, as you think of the tea set, you get a silver serving tray, 6 little saucers, 4 more teacups,
Little
and
spoon.
like a sugar bowl,
Okay.
and a bunch of silverware. This
Then I'm gonna waddle away and start making some tea.
Oh, adorable.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna look for some tea. Is there tea in there?
yes, there is.
Okay.
It's chai.
All right. When Whistler goes to make some tea, Sashi will investigate the trunk a couple more times before giving up on it.
Okay, so you guys will okay, give me 2 more D100 checks. Okay, so that 74, you already found the mithril breastplate, so you actually just find like a ring worth probably like 50 gold. But as soon as your hand in goes for that 15, you hear a snap come from the cabinet. You can't see it, so make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Did you find a mouse trap?
I might have. All right.
Was there anything on that mithril breastplate, or is it just plain?
There's like elven like scroll work. It doesn't mean anything, but it's.
I'm probably gonna pick that up
Okay.
unless someone else already did.
So that 11. So you take. Take 18 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
You try to pull your hand out, and a bear trap is around your arm, and
I've
a
got a
chain
trap
is
there.
extending into the cabinet. And
I'm going-
as you do that, you also the chain is starting to tighten.
Can someone help me get this off my hand, please?
Yes, I immediately try to help.
What is it?
Start pulling on it, I guess? I don't know.
Try to open it.
Yeah.
I need a strength check, please, if you're going to try to open it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try and brute force it, because that's my speciality.
Oh, thank God. No?
Nope.
Shit.
Does literally anyone else want to help, or are we all just kind of standing around like,
I'm
oh,
not gonna
that
ask what it was.
I'm attempting
Okay,
to
and
assist you.
Terry, you want to go ahead and roll a strength check, please? Or actually, I'm gonna do the Deborah and Wool way of doing it. Zashi and Bill, what are your strength modifiers? We'll just
-1.
so you're not gonna be helpful. Fine.
No.
Okay, with Bill's help, Bill and Brutus both just together are able to. You just literally need one more other person to help you because the DC was 20. So.
Ow. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping my arm with some sort of bandages.
And then the trap starts pulling itself back into the cabinet.
So Dako, the answer is you gave it to Zashi earlier, and she had used it to actually get the recipe. So that isn't actually in your inventory.
Yeah, it was
I
a
was like,
weird thing.
I don't
Whistler
remember
found
how-
it and then gave it to Dako, and then Zashi said she wanted it.
Okay, cool. I'm erasing that then. I was like, I feel like we're going through a lot of effort for these, and I already have one written down here, and I'm trying to figure out. Why. Cool. All right, that's gone.
Well, I don't think there's anything left in the cabinet. Tighten it down.
I give you some tea though.
Oh, thank you. Tea always helps.
It's pretty good tea. Well, actually, I don't know how. It did.
Probably pretty old, musty, gross tea.
Probably not. But
No, because there's no oxygen in there, so it doesn't actually rot. So yeah, it's. What are you guys doing?
Zashi will turn to Brutus and Whistler and say, "So, do you want to go unstone those 2 people? Everyone else that's stoned in here, we're gonna have to find probably a Remoraz to make more potion."
Sure, I'm good with letting Whistler take care of his first.
Okay, Elias, you're doing a great job. Keep up on your paperwork, and then I'll walk out of
Keep
the
up the
room.
good work.
Okay. So who are you destoning? I'm assuming Whistler's gonna destone the winged Kenku.
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's more interested in who Zashi is choosing to destone.
Oh, Zashi is not unstoning anyone. She actually gave 1 potion to Brutus, 1 potion to Whistler.
Okay.
If it seems like Whistler is like indicating at all, like who Zashi would, she would explain that she wants to free all these people, but she doesn't have enough potions.
How heavy are these statues as statues?
Man, now I'm gonna have to do math. So the average person has a volume
Okay,
size
wait.
of.
More than 500 pounds.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Like, you're looking at an average person is around what 9 cubic feet, and a cubic foot of stone is around 100 pounds. So you're looking at. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. So you stick your hand in, grab. You pull out. You actually pull out a decent size. Are you just thinking meat? Like not even specific. Okay. So you actually pull out, and it looks actually weirdly refrigerated. A large some type of roast, or some type of, it's not roasted yet, but just big hunk of some type of like tenderloin. You don't know from what.
So I take a bite and I go around and offer it to everybody else as they're waiting.
Okay, tastes good.
Does it taste better than Old Knoll?
I don't know. Well, to Bill probably not. To you guys, yeah, it probably would. So, is anyone getting de-stonified now?
I
Yeah.
thought you wanted this one, right?
Mm-hmm. So, as you apply it's less of a potion and more of like an oil, but as you apply it, it's the skin kind of the outer shell like sheds and falls away, and standing before you is actually it's the size of a kenku, but its wings, instead of being vestigial, are like full size and usable. It is not black either. It is like kind of a rainbowy color. Like it moves from its wingtips are black, but it goes from black to, and then at its shoulders are white, and all through the spectrum, and it looks kind of, I don't know, the best, I guess, like it looks celestial in nature, I will say. It looks, it's like, oh, you're a interesting one. Did you free me? Do you have a vow of silence?
Sorry, that's Whistler. He doesn't talk much.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say I don't think it's voluntary.
That's... Well, I am known as Talina. Oh.
Nice to meet you, Talina. We're going to need some feathers for payment, among other things.
I muscle Bill out of the way and shush. I actually will literally muscle you out of the hall. Yeah, I'll make an athletics to oppose you.
Okay. Going back to. Is there anything I can reward you all with?
And I point to his wings.
That's
Burnt into his
fine.
wings. It's like, oh, you must be under the effect of a most terrible curse. And Talina will actually reach their hands out to you, touch you on the face, and then eyes go. It's like, oh, I am sorry. I cannot break this with under my own power. Perhaps I can talk. I can talk to him for you. Maybe he can. Maybe I can persuade him. Would that be all right?
He just starts to shake
Mm-hmm.
and starts to like shake his head like
No, basically.
yeah, but not like no, it's not all right with me, like no, you're crazy if you do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, something dreadful must have happened. Perhaps. Yes, that's an idea. I can do one thing for you. And they take off just a ring that's on like one of their talons.
Okay.
Focuses and presents you a single ring.
Okay, he takes it.
Okay. That will grant you a little bit of my power. I cannot unfortunately give you my wings, but if you simply hold on to that and think, it should provide you your own way of flying. It only will work an hour each day, though.
Okay. He just moves forward and like hugs her or him.
You can't tell.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, he hugs and he is crying, visibly crying.
Oh.
Now, is there anything I can do for any of your friends?
You've
I believe you wanted feathers, and they actually take like 3 feathers,
Always
off
rewarded.
and hand them to Bill.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
I'm gonna duck in here and sit with my Minotaur friend.
you've helped my friend Whistler. I can't ask for anything else.
Then
Me either.
it has been too long since I've returned home. I thank you, and unless you guys stop them, they're going to put their hands together, bow their head, and they just kind of blink out of existence.
What color feathers?
So these they would have been from the chest, so they would be actually fading from the wingtips. They're still like a kind of a light purple, and then they go from purple to blue to like green, and then slight not green, teal, and fading to white.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an earring out of them.
Okay. And that one disappears. Okay. And yeah, Tiger, it gives you flight, but you don't have to concentrate. It's more like the sorcerer ability where you grow wings.
Okay. Cool. He will, seeing Bill's Rock making earrings out of the feathers, he will rip a couple of feathers of his own out and kind of sheepishly hand them to Bill's Rock as well.
Oh.
He'll take them and still make it.
Okay. The I should mention that it's not a concentration spell. It is an attunement magic item.
Okay. Cool.
The
kind of like a boots of flying, but a ring.
Yeah. And so, Brutus, you're gonna de-stone the Minotaur?
It will not be nearly as nice a moment, I'm sure, but yes, I want to do so.
I hope it's a demon.
It's
Yeah, because
he's
that's
supposed
not
to
because the
look just like-
Minotaur was this one. That's something that's more of a
Yeah, I
TV.
know that's not what the face was, but he was the one with horns. And when I asked you, you said he looked like me, and then he looked like a Minotaur. So
I hope it's the dude from Legend, and
whatever it is, I hope it gores me to death.
he wants a unicorn.
Aw.
Well, we need to balance this really sweet, touching, loving moment.
You apply the oil. Standing before you is kind of a red. It looks like a Minotaur, but like the human side is very. I know it's blue on the thing, but it's actually red, like a red skinned, and deep scars. Stereotypical, like the nose ring.
Of course.
The horns are like black, and they seem to be like coated in some type of steel. I see I've been liberated. Come, brother, let us feast on these elven flesh.
I'll stop him in Minotaur and respond. The elves are already all dead, but you are now free.
Have we triumphed in taking these surface dwellers? Do we rule now in the names of the Formians?
Oh shit, Brutus, does this guy actually?
You guys
Follow
can't understand this unless you speak
Yeah,
Minotaur.
none of you can hear. We're
Oh
speaking
no,
Minotaur.
sorry, I thought you were speaking common for some reason. Okay, never
Because I
mind.
usually
What?
speak common.
What does Minotaur sound like? Does it sound like mooing?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, yeah, it's like
But it's
It's like-
angry way.
except I imagine mine sounds far more like a cow and he sounds like a bull.
His is very snuffling and like,
Yeah,
well, Brutus is like moo.
really docile. Just kind of chill.
Yes.
Was that a thing? Is that a thing I would have known about? Because I know that we were obviously enslaved and all that, but I didn't
You've
know that there was, like,
never
a-
heard the Formians wanting to take over the, but time like that was.
Yeah.
It's been a very different like. We'll say the Minotaur history is not something that's taught on your island particularly well.
Okay, so if I were to, in this context, would I know that he's been obviously then used as a weapon?
You
That's what this is? 'Cause that's what it sounds like.
have seen the Formians. So I'm trying to think of how you would interpret this.
Yeah, because I was in the mines.
Okay, I'll do this out of character, and then you can figure out how
that's
Brutus
fine,
is
that's
like.
fine.
The Formians experiment on the Minotaurs.
Yeah.
And so there are bodyguard ones, and the way he looks is very similar to the bodyguard ones. He's bigger. He's the red skin indicates that he's resistant to fire.
Right.
He probably they've captured devils and demons and have like spliced them into the Minotaurs.
That's what I thought.
They're not. The Formians are really bad.
Yes.
So,
Not chill dudes. Okay, so I feel Brutus would probably have known maybe all of that to different degrees, like not knowing how much of it was real and how much of it was rumor, but now is realizing that it wasn't rumor.
Okay.
So this was probably a moment of realization, like, oh shit, that is a thing. So what was the last thing he said? Is do we rule now?
Yeah. Have we taken?
No, we haven't faced Formians yet, right?
Okay.
No. The Formians are to the rest of the surface dwellers a myth.
Right?
Yeah, like
They
they're
are
something the Minotaurs talk about, but no one's ever seen them. They would be very similar to Thrycreen. Thrycreen are like mantis people. Formians are gigantic ants and wasps. They don't look human at all.
Right.
Now, apparently, with their backstory, Daco knows about him, and
Mhm.
Brutus has talked about it to the rest of us, and Zashi has reassured Brutus that he believes it, so she believes it, and will back him up whenever he is ready to go try to free the rest of his people.
Yeah. So you would have heard me talk about Formians probably to some degree, all of you. Just since your most recent bill, you would have heard less about it, but everyone would have, at some point, I'm sure, heard something.
Mhm.
But again, this is all in grunty boo language, so no one hears anything. I will say out in common really quick. Oh God, what will I say? I think this guy was a bodyguard. I don't know if he's going to be sound of mind.
Brother, why do you speak their mewling pig tongue?
Because it's the easiest way to communicate. They haven't learned our language yet.
They are your servants? Your slaves, then?
No, I don't agree with slavery. I don't think it's good.
Man, I
If
hope he doesn't
someone
use
is going to obey
So you have been corrupted, brother. You are a traitor to our and now I need everybody to roll initiative
Yeah.
as he's about to...
Yeah, see, we had a really nice, sweet moment, and I needed to fuck it all up by bringing out the bad guy. We all knew this would happen. No one can be surprised.
Well, you called it. You said it was a match or a touchy moment.
Mhm. But also, it was me, so it had to be.
Oh, look, I got a good roll.
And now I need to actually get... Give me a second. I need to
But
bring
I'm not in the room, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, no, you weren't here. I feel like...
Daco was waiting for his turn with the cabinet still, damn it.
Oh, we should do that and let you catch up, because Brutus would have wanted you there for this, to
Yeah.
be really fair.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of figured you just were there and had him...
Elfier's in front of your friend, the aggressive Minotaur. I'm kind of glad I'm not there. He might have just attacked immediately.
I still don't regret, even if I die. It's worth it. That's...
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be quick. Daco, you're first.
Daco's not even in the room and doesn't know what's going on. So Daco is reaching into the cabinet and thinking hard about books about earthbending.
Okay. You do hear this, like, the sound of a bull about to charge somebody.
I probably would have
I
yelled
just
out
assumed
Daco.
Brutus.
You're like, Daco!
Somebody has a 20. That would be Brutus.
Yeah, that man. I just want to try and restrain him. For
Okay.
now.
So give me an athletics check.
Probably not. Wait, do I have advantage on that?
It's like a cow trying to tell a bull no.
I forgot if I have an extra.
It failed anyways.
Wow.
Oh, wow. So yeah, I got him in a lock.
Let
and,
me go, brother.
I legit have no idea what to say, so I'll yell out to them that, like, yeah, so he's attacking. Can someone, See, here's the thing. Since he's essentially a science experiment, would it be fair to say that his disposition comes more from his genetics than like a spell? wondering
Give
if
me
there's no
an
this would be-
like.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to determine.
I
Is this
don't
like
think
a
you have any
spell
way
that-
of determining that because you can't really
Okay.
insight somebody you don't like. That would be tough.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
Okay.
I wouldn't have to be medicine or
but
something.
Zashi, you give me a medicine check.
Okay, because I would tell them like if I knew it was medical versus magic.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
Zashi.
All right, so I look at the wand for a moment, but realize that I don't necessarily know what the big red button does.
Push it, find out.
Yeah, I'm going to point it at the Minotaur that Brutus is restraining, and I'm going to push the big red button on it.
Of course you do.
Oh
Bill's not actually right by the big statue, though, right?
I got shoved over there, remember?
no!
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also approached again to get your plethora of feathers. For
You
your
just
pretty
all
earring.
hear this giant boom, 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 And unfortunately, this looks really derpy, but that's because it's the only free goblin golem token I could find. Sorry.
It's so cute, though. I love it.
And so the thing is you guys are still basically at the back of the cell, so it starts like reaching a giant hand in and will actually try to grab both of you because you're restraining it. I need you to roll an athletics check. I'm just gonna have the golem be going on your turn, Becca.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
I would like to say that if it looks like he's just going to freeze the Minotaur again, I will try and kill it first.
So
I'd rather
the golem
be
just
dead than imprisoned.
did the golem just push the rest of us out of the way?
Yeah. It doesn't even care. Like right now, it's considered friendly to you guys. So, and the Minotaur has to make his check. Okay, yeah. So you guys all just get pulled towards the golem as it reaches in and basically grabs you guys.
Okay.
And that's the golem's turn.
And it's just like holding them at this point.
Yeah, like a giant stone hand like pulls them up because technically Brutus is holding on to the Minotaur, so it's just kind of like holding them, almost
yeah.
like
Okay, so
like by the scruff of their neck, basically, as they're like struggling against each other.
super hilarious in my head, by the way. Zashi will go, oh shit, I didn't realize it did that. Brutus, I'm super sorry.
I get it. This place is weird. But yeah, if at some point it looks like the golem is going to start trying to petrify or stone the Minotaur, I will try and kill the Minotaur first. I would
Okay.
rather be dead.
That would bring us to somebody had a. Would that be? It would be Whistler.
Okay. So has Brutus only talked about the Formians with Zashi?
No, I would have. You all would have heard about it, whether we had a little heart to heart about whether you believed me or not.
Okay. So Whistler is going to walk around so that the grappled Minotaur can. He's trying to get into a place where the grappled Minotaur might be able to see him.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to use prestidigitation to make a small illusion of a large ant in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just going to go and just make that sound.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's just gonna ask which one are we killing first, and I'll move to try to hit both of them.
What are you doing?
we're just going to. We're trying to knock the other Minotaur out, not Brutus.
Oh, of course he's going to accidentally or try and hit me too.
No, I think he was talking about the golem.
Oh, the golem is mine. The golem is mine, Bill.
This is my new golem.
This is my new golem.
Yeah,
I love it.
I guess,
No,
then I'll
she's
aim
saying
then.
that the golem was hers to kill. That's
Yeah,
all.
then I'll aim for the Minotaur then.
Okay. That hits.
He's basically a pinata at this point.
Okay.
Just hold on.
That's all I got.
The golem, or the Minotaur just, and especially after seeing the squish, we'll go ahead and rage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Am I still hugging him? Or have we been separated?
You've been separated.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm probably in his other hand then.
and then he will go and he will try to break free, which is not going to be easy for him because apparently he is not proficient in athletics. And
Oh, that's odd.
The power of rage.
the power of a GM forgetting to.
No, he put it in the algorithm. He admitted it, folks.
Yeah.
He admitted
Okay.
it.
Yeah, he can't break free, so he will. That was basically his turn. He got angry.
It's like a toddler. You're raging and you just hold them with one arm.
Yeah, he's like struggling. But that's pretty much his turn. And yeah, kind of. That would now bring us back to Daco. You're definitely hearing this stuff now.
Did anything come out of the cabinet?
What'd you do?
He's been trying to reach in the cabinet
and thought
before the bird.
spending.
Say that again. Sorry.
So last turn, I said Daco stuck his arm in the cabinet and thought about books about earthbending.
Roll a
And that was
D100.
Yay.
He's been trying to get in the cabinet since the rest of us were there.
Roll a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
I'm getting changed.
No, that's fine. 16 is fine. You hear you hear the distinct snick of a trap about to be sprung, and you get your hand out of there before you take any damage.
Oh. Well, then I kick the cabinet over, and I stand up, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing back there?" And I just start walking that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably get about there. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. You do notice that the statue's gone.
Oh.
Huh, that's interesting.
Okay. That brings us to Brutus.
Can I reach the other Minotaur with my Warhammer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him. Nope. Second attack. Yes.
Yes.
I'm hoping that hits.
Yeah. But it's still a decent amount of damage. So it's kind of hard because you're swinging. So like your first one, you swing at him and like you didn't time it correctly, but you used the momentum of it to like spin around and smack him. But it's still it's really hard to get a good firm like attack when your feet are off the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of factual. We should bring us to Zashi.
Okay, so Zashi will get over to next to Brutus, and I've decided that this golem's name is Boulder.
Okay.
And hopefully as a free action, I'm going to tap Boulder's arm that's holding Brutus and say, not this one, put him down. And then I'm going to use lay on hands on myself because I actually took a lot of damage earlier. From
the bear trap? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is now the golem's turn. The golem drops Brutus.
Doosh.
And then its mouth opens up, looks straight at the Minotaur he has in hand, and a mist kind of envelops it.
Okay.
Oh shit!
It's okay. We can just crush the statue once he's a statue.
We also can unfreeze him later once we find a Remoras.
If he's... That'll be a different conversation.
However, like the Minotaur just kind of holds his breath and the smoke dissipates. That should bring us then to Whistler.
Okay. So Brutus was very obviously trying to kill him, like full out with weapons, right?
I would have actually probably yelled out, better dead than enslaved.
Okay. Well, Whistler's going to listen to you, so Whistler's going to take out his dagger and stab it.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. And I'll be right back. AC for this thing, by the way, is 14. Just let me know. So yeah.
I hit it.
Yay!
For 6 points of damage.
Excellent.
I'm really glad Whistler had a good moment, though. I've been feeling bad about bringing him back from the dead, and now I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Something good happened to him to make up for it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna let everybody down though next episode.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, a knife goes into the side of this thing. It seems to like flex in a weird way that makes the dagger like not go as deep as it probably should, but it's like your little pinpricks cannot hurt me. Only none of you can actually understand that except Brutus.
Yeah, you know when you're so buff, daggers just kind of like slide right off.
And that brings us to Bill.
Feels like
Good attacking him.
a prick for you.
That definitely hits. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Again.
Yeah, so I'll do action surge and
Okay.
I'll attack again.
Okay. Yeah, you're flanking, so the 17 would hit. Yeah. He's getting chewed up pretty bad. It is now its turn. It now has advantage on the check to escape, so it's going to do its thing. Okay, it's able to break free of the grasp. It lands, and it is going to use its bonus action attack to gore Brutus.
Yup. I am on the ground now, at least.
Natural 20.
That's fine. So what do I... Oh, not do anything.
Did I not roll? Oh, that's fine. 27 points of piercing damage as he basically headbutts you with his adamantine horn.
Okay.
I will not go down without a fight, brother. You are coming with me.
No, I'm not.
And technically, it's a
Yeah, no, it's a monster. It's cool.
yeah. And that would be sorry, and that brings us back to the top of the round. So Daco.
Daco is going to close distance on this thing that just husked his friend with a headbutt. And he's going to do like a flying through the air spear strike followed up with an elemental strike to the face.
Okay.
And he's going to miss on everything.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You're being so fancy that like it just kind of.
You make such a cool entrance that you miss.
Yep. Completely. I was actually distracted by the gleam of adamantium or adamantite on his horns.
Okay. Then brings us to Brutus.
All right. So it's a gore fight, eh?
Apparently.
Do the same thing. So
You definitely hit. So you headbutt him back.
we're just gonna headbutt each other to death.
Yep.
With it.
Okay. That's your first attack,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Second attack
Definitely hits.
for another 15.
At which point is that another gore attack or is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So his eyes roll into the back of his head as his skull is crushed into his brain,
Okay.
and he collapses dead.
I step over to him. Do the caps on his horns come off?
It looks like somebody had actually like Wolverine style grafted adamantine to his horns.
You know,
there-
it's okay.
Would there be a way to break them off of his skull?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll put them in my
His skull is already cracked, so you just
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, they're already broken.
Brutus's muscles bulge as he breaks
It's continue breaking.
and basically it, because the adamantine kind of extends a little bit, and like he now has these horns, but there's still pieces of skull attached. Now there's
Yeah.
cow
I'm pretty
brain
sure
everywhere.
fancy daggers with oversized pommels for balance. So you've got 2 adamantium, maybe short swords, depending how long they are. I don't know.
They're this long, so that's
Is there any kind of this is flavor stuff. Is there a mark or a brand or something that would have indicated where he came from, or maybe whose lab? Or okay. So
the branding isn't really a thing, so
okay, I wasn't sure. That was just an assumption because cows.
yeah.
So, honestly, I was like, oh, do they brand them like farmers? So then I'm gonna just real quietly walk away and sit down and take a breather for healing.
Yep.
Yep.
Take a break, because ouch. There we go.
By the way, and he is a prisoner, so he doesn't have any of his stuff. Like he had like there might have there was like a loincloth for decency, but
and that's
otherwise-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't usually do the pockets and stuff, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Terry?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if I see Brutus go away, I just look at Brutus and be like, okay, I guess I go first and try to eat its heart.
Okay.
No. It's all you, Bill. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw there, Bill.
Yeah.
We'll see if you get some. It's tasty. You don't get another benefit. Is basically what I'm going for that. Okay, and now Tucker, you said you looked like you were gonna have something.
Oh, I know he doesn't have anything, but I'm going to search him anyway because the Kenku had a ring. So
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, so I healed up.
Okay. So while
Nothing.
Brutus is resting and Bill is feasting and Whistler is rifling through the body, is there a door that leads over to this blue person?
Yeah. I think it was already open actually.
Okay.
I'll check. Give me a second. Oh, I guess it wasn't. Yeah, there's a door.
Okay. I'll go in there and take a look at this person.
Okay. It's less of a person, and more of it looks like a small reflecting pool. As you approach, water starts spitting up, and then there seems to be a blue-skinned woman, with kind of long, like catfish-like whiskers, and covered in like copper coins, pirate doubloons. That comes from the pool.
Hey guys, I might be doing something really stupid. And I'll greet her, say hello.
Hello.
Are you trapped here?
I am trapped. I do not know where here is, though.
Okay. Is there a way to free you?
There is. There is always a way to free somebody like myself. But I cannot do it myself.
Okay. Who are you and what are you and how do we free you?
My name has been lost in the oceans of time. But I am what I think you would call a Marid. I provide knowledge to the elves.
where is this, Scotty?
Huh? Oh, on the map?
Yeah. Okay.
You're next to it.
Well, if you provide knowledge, I would really like to know more about the cataclysm that caused the Elven Empire to fall. And yeah, let's start with that.
Then look into my pool, and I will show you my memories. And she goes back into the water. And the pool seems to like start, instead of reflecting light, starts emanating light.
All right, I'll look into it.
Can I?
don't-
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Everybody looking or just her?
Everybody looking.
Yeah, because I'm looking.
Looking, but I was gonna say,
Yeah,
before we
I'm
start
stupid.
that, can we tie ropes around people's waists? And I start making lasso. I'm just gonna stand there and I start making a lasso. I'm not looking at the water. Also,
Okay,
did
Sashi,
we-
you're fine. Dako, you're not. We'll get into that in a bit. Whistler, you're not. So okay. You have a bunch of meat in your pack now, Bill. So you see a chamber. It's full of there's 6 elves in ornate robes. Each one is holding a chain that seems to extend to some incredibly large creatures. Their eyes glowing. In the center is this pool of water. Not the same one you're looking into now, but the and standing there is a naked elf. He is completely hairless, and it looks like they're channeling energy into him. Like there's like beams of power on the ground into this, and he's looking to. I see across time. I shall free us from the last shackle and break the last gate. Give unto me the last power. I alone shall become the singular god of this world. I will break the cycle. The wheel shall shatter before... And he just stops. His eyes widen. He grows first incredibly old. The hair just becoming white, growing from it, and then, as though somebody flicked a switch, he actually starts becoming younger and younger till he's an infant, until he just disappears into the pool. You then see each of the elves. They just get old. Like, they become skeletal versions. You even see a fairly similar looking skeleton riding down, and the creatures, these gemstone dragons, come in and basically devour the people holding their chains. Crystals start erupting everywhere. Metal begins to rust while wood starts growing new branches and growths. Time just goes completely haywire and in flux. And then the vision fades. As for Dako and Whistler, while Uzashi, you're able to pull yourself away from the image, you two want to go deeper and start moving towards the water.
Is this when I can throw my lasso around someone?
Yeah.
All right.
Is this a charm effect?
Technically, yeah.
So I had advantage then.
Okay, so
If that matters.
Okay, so you're.
what
fine.
was you? Because you should have rolled.
Yeah, he would have a 19.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
would have been fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right, then
So
I
Dako is not.
throw tie my lasso around.
I want to bump for apples, though.
Yeah, and pull him out.
Okay. It's a good thing you did that. The Marin was like, thought I would have gotten one of you. As she reforms.
Oh, that's just so unfair. Here we're offering to free you, and you're trying to drown my friend?
I
Maybe we'll
am
just-
so very hungry.
You don't have to eat living people.
Hey, Bill, do you have some meat you'd be willing to share?
Yeah, he's got most of a minotaur body.
I don't feed on dead things.
Am I still under the influence, or did it disappear when the?
You disappeared when you got pulled back. Once you can no longer see the vision, it was all visual acuity based. So as soon as.
All right. Well, I think we need to find a Remoraz to do free any of the other prisoners. Maybe we can bring this pool with us and the cool cabinet. I am worried about moving Elias from this place, that it might actually finish killing him.
Yeah, I feel like he
But-
probably won't want to leave. He's got work to do.
He does have work to do.
He literally lives for his paperwork.
Because the time dilation thing seems to be affecting him pretty severely, and we do know that the old Knoll woman rapidly aged when she left that area. So I think we're gonna have to leave Elias here unless he wants to risk it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, do you guys think it's a good time to head back to New Malys? Whistler?
I do. about the Elias thing. I do. I walk out just so that everyone can see it, and I cast Silent Image, basically showing the same scene that we just saw, so people can see Elias turning that way because of this ritual.
Thank you.
Daco decides that he's just gonna go ahead and cover up this Maynard's pool with a slab of stone.
Okay.
He doesn't appreciate what you just tried to do.
Elias is or as much as he can, just scribbling away.
And then he'll earthbend a warning on the stone slab. Knowledge within comes with heavy prices. See? I paid it forward. I'm a nice guy.
So what are you guys doing?
Unless other people want to explore more, I think we've kind of worn ourselves out. I would like to try to take the cool cabinet with us and set it up somewhere in our home base.
I mean, it's a piece of furniture attached to it. It's essentially a bookcase. You're gonna carry a bookcase out of the. I mean, you can try.
Brutus. Zashi wants this upstairs.
Okay. Come back.
Okay, how are you getting past the acid pit with that on your back?
I will
make
make a bridge.
We have Daco now.
Yeah, I will make a bridge if I have to.
Oh yeah, that's right. You already did because you just were like, whatever. Okay, and then Bill.
Well, no, I was going to say we can, depending on how long the bookcase is, we can use the bookcase as a bridge, step over, grab it, move it, step over that way.
Does the bookcase weigh more than 500 pounds?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's going to be problematic to move.
Like, you guys can work together to move it, but yeah. Like, it's not. So, like, the bookcase is. I mean, it's a library style bookcase, so you're looking at like it's custom built for this area. Like
Will
it's
it not match our decor at home?
no. What I'm talking about is it would actually take you a little bit of time because you have to actually take it off of the wall, and it's probably 10 feet long and 8 feet tall. I mean, you guys can take it. I'm not saying you can't, but.
I'll just underneath it slide.
Or, even if we could get it out of the prison, though, with all the dangers between here and where we have to go home, we'll never get it home.
Yeah,
it's probably safer in the prison. We might want to come back.
That's what I
agree. I have given up on this thought. We will leave without it.
Before we leave, can I go back to it one more time? Just thinking about my fellow Minotaurs and see what happens when I reach it. I'm not thinking about an item. Yeah.
Sure. Give
It's
me a
not our
D100.
The first 3 people got really cool stuff. The rest of us want stuff too.
No, it's not that I want cool stuff. I'm just, I don't know. This has not been a great time for
Give me a
Brutus.
dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, please lose my hand. What is it? Dexterity? Okay. What? Miss.
You're begging to lose your hand. That's funny.
That's okay. Yeah, it'd be funny.
You failed by 5, so
Yeah.
snap. Let's see how much damage you take.
1 million damage.
You take 20 points of damage, and you're not trapped
Okay.
because you pull your arm out and you're
There's no
missing your
hand.
hand about right here.
There you go. You got what you wanted.
I got what I wanted. I start screaming.
Oh,
What the? Now Daco really does kick the stupid box. And actually, I like reach in thinking about Brutus's hand.
Okay. You grab Brutus's hand.
I do. I get Brutus's hand.
Yeah.
Daco, I love you.
I got it. I got it.
I grab it and I start just like smacking it onto where my wrist is.
oh man.
Someone heal it.
Yeah, wait, can I use my can I second wind my hand back?
No, but I will allow somebody who can magically heal to do so.
I've got 5 points of lay on hands left I can give
If you use all 5 and it won't heal any damage, you can reattach the limb.
I will do so.
Brutus,
Sorry.
you now have like this like concentric scar around your arm, around your hand. But yeah, you have your hand back.
Did she get it like attached in the right direction?
Oh my god.
She's half Roxasha now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna require it, but if you want to, I will have you roll a
Not if it'll
D2.
give me disadvantage on attacking and wielding weapons.
If you want to roll the D2, a 1 will say that she put it on backwards, but it's up to you. I'm not gonna do that. That's not a
Okay,
requirement.
then no.
Okay.
No. If there was a chance it would turn into like a different creature's hand or something, sure, but nah.
Daco was very specific that he thought about your hand.
Yeah.
I'd like a random Minotaur hand, but your hand.
Thank you.
I will try. It's not gonna work, but I will try just to like send my mage hand in to just scrape along the walls.
And you can't, because it crosses planes. I don't think you can control your mage hand that way. I actually have I think mage hand requires line of sight, or I don't know what all the rules for mage hand to do its thing. I know it doesn't. I know it doesn't have any real. It doesn't
Yeah,
say.
it doesn't actually say that, but I think that's a fair ruling.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as the mage hand tries to go to another plane of existence than you, it fizzles.
So, okay.
So you guys are heading your way out.
Yep, I
Sounds
guess
like
so.
Is the golem following you guys?
As far as it's able to.
I point to the golem and then I point to the cabinet.
Sure. Boulder, would you carry that for me?
Give me a Arcana check. I don't know. Like there's no command button on your wand for furniture moving.
I think the golem just smashed the cabinet.
Yeah, probably the golem goes boom.
He has a very specific skill set.
Does Whistler make that same face that Tucker just did?
So this is really weird. The bookcase just shatters. There's paper everywhere. Elias looks very upset.
Sorry, Elias.
However, there is a box. It is now much smaller. It is about 4x4. It's about the size of like a hotel safe. That's the cabinet you guys made because magic items are immune to damage. So
Is it made out of metal?
It looks to be made out of wood, but it's about the weight that would be made out of wood. But as you tap it, it's fairly dense.
He's never gonna make anything out of metal in this entire game because of you. Everything's made of wood or bone or something. Fuck you. This sword is wood. The whole building.
It was defense. Back when Malys was a thing, benders were way more common.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking it personally.
But we can carry this.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool.
Daco's gonna die, and suddenly there's metal safes everywhere.
Like when you need a mattress and all of a sudden you see ads for it everywhere. Like, what the hell?
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll go collect Oben and head back to town, I guess.
Oh yeah, and Rock's still outside. I stole the phone.
So you guys collect Oban. Or not Oban. Stupid critical roll. Oben. And you guys start making your way back with the spoils that you have received and the new knowledge. As you guys make your way out, you do notice you hear a loud roar as you look to the horizon to the south, and there is a fairly large flying lizard, like harassing an entire section of the city. You also see,
Damn it.
of the old city, not your city, but you see various arrows being shot up at it, and yeah.
That's a future problem for future crows.
Daco this is your fault, Zashi. And he just starts jogging off that way because he feels like he has responsibility anyway.
Wait,
I
what,
wasn't
to
the
go
one
do
that freed. I wasn't the one that freed that. You.
Yeah, I'm the one that
Brutus
freed
it.
did.
No, but he's blaming you because he's the sheriff of the neighboring precinct. So he feels the responsibility to go help.
Okay.
Was Daco in the room when we freed the dragon?
No.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, he was.
And he knows we sent it to the palimpsest to eat the other evil spirits, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Chester, you know all of that.
Sure, but spirits don't generally shoot arrows. So Daco feels like maybe there's...
Undead super do.
Hey, he has to look. He's not sprinting. He's jogging.
Wait, so you headed to the palimpsest? You're going to go investigate?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to make sure that it's doing what we told it to and it's not eating innocents.
Zashi is going to call out to Chester, reminding him of the time dilation in that area. This is a bad idea. Don't go.
Actually, I do need perception checks on that. That reminds me of something.
Okay.
That is now 4 years later.
Right.
No.
What check are we making? Oh,
Perception. Bill, you notice that the area in the palimpsest, like, as the building's just like starting to decay, and as the arrow, like a lot of the arrows that are being fired up actually seem to slow down and disintegrate as they get closer to the dragon.
Fascinating.
Brutus, you would have noticed that too. Daco, you would have noticed that.
Whistler is casting a spell, and then 10 minutes later, he has Zashi's old horse that we ate.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
point
where are
out-
you guys going? And then we will end it there so that I can prepare for whatever chaos you guys get up to next week.
Daco's investigating, but I will be gone for the next 2 Saturdays. So that'd be a good reason for him to be gone because he's stuck in a time dilation.
Okay. So, Brutus points out the weird time thing.
Yeah,
I'm still
because it
suggesting
sounded-
we go back to New Malys. Like, sometimes Daco, being as headstrong as he is, just has to do his own thing.
Daco, do you want me to go with you?
It's fine. I can handle anything.
Okay, then I'll head out.
You're in charge.
Yeah, suckers.
I am super curious at this point what Whistler has planned.
Yeah, what does Whistler do once he has his steed?
Oh, he's going back to New Malys. He really wants to go back too.
He just wanted to ride his pretty new horse.
Then yeah, just
I
start
just don't
going.
want to walk.
Fair.
Cool.
He could have flown.
Well,
Also, actually, he does that. He makes the horse. He offers the horse to Brutus, and then he flies because
And-
he's excited to do that.
because of how that horse works, actually,
No.
Brutus, you could actually stick to the streets because the horse is tall enough and is not technically alive, so it doesn't have to worry about all the water on the ground.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll do that. Do.
And that's where we'll end it.
Wave as you fly away.
See ya, everybody.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.